Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex, and we've got our second sneak peek for the Hawkeye Disney Plus update, and it's a little bit more than we expected, and surprise, surprise, we get even more information about what maybe the third sneak peek is going to be. So like the first sneak peek that already hinted at Kate while showing Clint, Hawkeye into Kate Bishop, now we have Kate Bishop into a third mysterious character if you were not quick enough to see it on the first go around. Eyes on the prize there, trying to see it, because honestly, I missed it until I saw it down below in the comments. So let's take a look at what it says over on Twitter. The girl who was inspired to become the best was given the opportunity of a lifetime, and she didn't miss it. Get the whole arrow thing. Inspired by Hawkeye, Kate Bishop arrives on the scene in the 7.9 update. Let's check out the sneak peek, and let's see if you can catch it here at full speed. So again, we keep the motif of shooting, but this time she aims at herself. We do see Kate Bishop there. Honestly, the character model looks amazing. And then we see the logo for Hawkeye. There's a couple of other things in here that we'll break down now. Well, we'll do one more viewing and then we'll break it down just in case you want one more shot at seeing that extra third character. Did you see them? Did you catch them? They were right there at the end. So presumably that's still Kate. This is obviously Kate, but I mean, there's a small chance it could be, I don't know, Yelena. Yelena doesn't use a bow though, so I don't know. But in a way, it doesn't make sense that Kate is shooting at herself. But this character model's really good. I gotta say, you know, we're worried about MFF on the one hand with how off-kilter they've been lately with the update schedule and the social media and the community stuff. But then on the other hand, damn, the character models are looking as good as ever. Very, very nice. So yeah, Kate Bishop looking a lot like Haley Steinfeld. It's obviously impossible to be exactly, you know, mirror word for, you know, face for face, feature for feature, because this is a game running on architecture from 2015 or 2014, right? They're not running like Unity 5 type stuff over here, guys. But anyways, I think she looks fantastic personally. Don't want to get too hyped up for the aesthetics because basically I'm a simp for MFF and I always like the way the animations look and the skills and stuff like that, but this looks great. And then we get two more pieces of information. First off, we get these very obvious whoosh, right in your face awakening crystals, if you didn't know what that was. So yes, Kate Bishop is confirmed now to be getting a transcendence, or that's basically what they're indicating. They show Kate Bishop and then they show the awakening crystal. That's sort of, you know, and it's sort of like a mixture. It looks like half of a Mandalay and half of an awakening crystal. So start saving your awakening crystals and Mandalays if you really want to transcend Kate Bishop, and start hitting up squad battle if you have been neglecting it, because that is where you get said awakening crystals and Mandalay gem fragments. And if you voted today on PvP and you voted correctly for Vicky Curry and you got yourself some advanced glory tokens, you can also exchange those for either Mandalays or awakening. I've been hoarding like Smaug and I've got about 15,500, so I'll use them when I need to. But there's a third piece of information in the sneak peek. If you look very closely, ooh, we just missed it. You can go ahead and use the frame by frame feature on YouTube. There it is, guys. We see a poster-like image being revealed. And presumably here on the left is Kate Bishop, because that's sort of her signature belt. And actually, you can see it's the exact same belt she has here. The devs do a really good job. You know, there's the loop belt there. I don't know what the style of belt is, what you call it there. Presumably that's Hawkeye behind the other person, and then that is none other than Echo. That has to be Echo with the signature sort of high neckline lapel thing, leather jacket. I don't know what you call it, but it's pretty much a dead ringer for this one right here. And she's even got the turtleneck underneath. So yeah, Echo's getting a new uniform, and yeah, Echo's not gonna have the Phoenix Force anymore. This is like, I don't know what bizarro land we live in. I don't know, man. Listen, from the perspective of the MCU, it makes sense because they're probably more interested in capitalizing on the popularity and the image of this Echo, the Maya Lopez that's being played by this actress, than the one in the comics, right? Because the comics was an isolated run in time, right, in just a small part of the universe where she's now Phoenix Force. But you guys know eventually, right, inevitably, they're going to give the Phoenix Force to somebody else. It's too powerful and too popular of an entity, and it sells too many comics to just let it languish with one character. And I don't say that because they're letting it languish with Echo. I mean, they gave it to Wolverine, they gave it to Jean Grey, they gave it to Thanos, they gave it to Thane, they gave it to like half the frickin' Marvel universe, right? And they're still just passing it around like hot potato because guess what? It sells more comics that way. So I wouldn't be surprised if they go give it to Eddie Brock's son, and then they go and give it to Null, and then they go and give it to Scooby-Doo because it's going to sell more comics. It's nothing against Echo. It's just that they want to sell more comics. Again, sell more comics. So on the one hand, yeah, I get it, right? And I'm pretty sure they also stated that they were going to be doing an Echo standalone show. So again, they're talking to the devs and they're talking to the people that are marketing the game, and they're like, well, if we're going to market this show later, then the game should reflect what the show is going to be, not the other way around. So that's why it would have made, although it makes more sense in the players' minds and it makes more sense in power scaling minds, like people were thinking about the power scaling, that we would have gotten this uniform first. We would have gotten this look last month in February, and then now we would be getting this upgraded look with her Transcendence, presumably. It's actually going in reverse. So yeah, she's going to be getting stronger by losing the Phoenix Force. Go figure. And for those of you wondering, I am suspecting, or I'm speculating, I hit that S pretty hard there, that she's also going to be getting a Transcendence because of the fact that there is the crystals that sort of zoom out and show her. So it sort of seems like there's going to be a Kate Bishop and Echo Transcendence. However, I will say this. The tiniest of possibilities exist where there's 3 of these crystals, so maybe this means one of them is getting a tier 3 and one of them is getting a Transcendence. I have no idea, but honestly, like I said, MFF has been on Bizarro time now for like 3 or 4 months, so I have absolutely no way of knowing and believing whether it's going to be A or B or C or D or E or F. So I'm just throwing every possible idea out there at you and at the wall, just in case. So again, it's very unlikely, but yeah, we could see a Blast Tier 3 Echo instead of a Transcendent Echo, but I'm guessing my money is on Transcendence for both Kate Bishop and Echo, which, is going to cost you a little bit more in terms of Transcendent materials, but is good for both of them, and hopefully they'll both be at a reasonable power level. And I actually want to make a follow-up video about how it's going to be really difficult, in my opinion. Actually, not in my opinion, in the opinion of someone on Twitch. Yeah, I think it was Nair Mangods who hit me up with this one. Basically, pontificating, that might be a too expensive word, but basically it's going to be really hard for the devs to make Kate Bishop and Hawkeye strong, considering how stacked the speed class is with either duds or studs. Because on the stud side, you have Makari, you have Spider-Man just absolutely ripping through content, and then on the dud side, you have characters like Winter Soldier. So it's going to be really hard for them to strike a balance that's going to be not only interesting and intriguing for the players, but also balanced with the current heads of characters. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. As for the sneak peek, we don't get any new information here on the forums. This young superhero, Kate Bishop, is finally standing alongside the hero whom she idolized. Again, they're just riffing directly on the show, which is cool and all. Check out how this superhero tackles enemies with her wit and with her quick wit and deadly aim. It would be cool if she had some like quips or like, speech bubbles or whatever. There was a time when that was actually added to the game with the strikers, and how the strikers would communicate with each other. Like if Deadpool jumps in for Wolverine, he says something. If Magneto strikes for any of the X-Men, they say, "We knew you would help us, Eric." But that sort of fizzled out, and that was never sort of followed up on or expanded upon. But that would be cool. Characters like Spider-Man, characters like Kate Bishop who have a mouth would be really funny, like Deadpool, like Slapstick. So yeah, that's basically it for the sneak peek. It's actually a pretty information-packed sneak peek, right? 2 uniforms and possibly 2 upgrades for these existing female characters. Pretty big. But yes, there's more. And it actually comes in the form of an event. Yes, I was making fun of the event, the previous event that they posted a few days ago for its lackluster rewards, and maybe they noticed that, the community managers or whatever noticed that the participation was low, so they dropped this new event for Infinity Ultron. All you have to do is go over to the forum, make a post on the Infinity Ultron's tip event board, which you should be able to find down here under events, Infinity Ultron tips. Just follow the title format right there with your code name, and then either post a screenshot of you beating the stage or post a screenshot of your icon and give other players some tips on how to clear the stage. I'm telling you about this because the rewards are actually a lot better. Everyone who participates gets 80 Titan component packs in Essence of Dimension, which is almost a day's worth. It's almost a day's worth of tier 3 materials besides CCF, so that's actually pretty good. It's like an extra 3 or 4 world boss runs. And then the better part is that the top 5 are going to get 1,000 crystals each. That's new. I like that a lot. They should absolutely continue doing that, and there's no reason not to. So yeah, keep doing that. Keep doing community posts once a week, and keep rewarding the top 5 people that participate with 1,000 crystals. Hell yeah. That would be awesome. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of the Kate Bishop and surprising addition of Echo, and what appears to be yet another one of those amazing collage poster sneak peeks that we start to see piece by piece by piece. I absolutely love these. And hit me up if you think that it's all we're going to see: Clint, Kate, and Echo, and Maya, or if there's going to be a suspicious, mysterious fourth, maybe Elena, maybe Kingpin, maybe one of the Tracksuit Mafia being added as a new character. Imagine that. Or as a companion if this were MFR. Anywho, thanks so much for watching. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the content, or if you didn't, you still have to smash the like button. It's required by law now. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.